Welcome to Miles of Music. I'm Bob Miles. I'm here with the most incredible guitar player, Mark Mosely. Hey, Mark.
You put me on the spot.
No, I mean it. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. And I want to thank you very much for inviting me.
You're very welcome.
We've been in contact for quite some time now, and I can't believe I'm finally here.
You're here, and you did a great job with Tyrone Brown on bass.
What a privilege. That guy is in my history books, that's for sure. I remember hearing him as a very young person with Pat Martino on records.
Right. That's where I first heard
Can't believe it.
I know, it's great. Well, you did the show with him. You came from Baltimore to be here today.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you're a Baltimore guitar player, based right now?
I'm actually a school teacher in the city. I teach science. I retired from the military Army band field, the National Guard, the DE National Guard Band to be specific, about 3 years ago. And it's been a heck of a journey through a lot of things I've done over the years, to have included jumping out of airplanes at Fort Bragg, and having been stationed in Europe 3 times, in Southeast Asia 3 times. So I've had the chance to check out a lot of interesting things.
Do you think that affects your music?
I know it does.
It does, okay. Just by gaining worldly influence?
Right, and I basically, I've been privileged to ascertain that we have more similarities than differences culturally and across the board. I just would wish that we would work together as a species more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been in China. It's just amazing how much we have in common with each other, and you do not realize it until you're over there experiencing it at that time. Is that what you found?
Yes. A lot of things go beyond words. Interestingly enough, despite our great wealth, I find that in some instances we are backwards in some respects. So I won't go into detail at this time.
But we're still growing as a species. Right,
yes.
Right. And you're a school teacher, which
Yes.
brings me to the fact that you bring yourself to create an income through another means in addition to music.
Yes.
What do you recommend for somebody wanting to go into music as a career?
Well, at this time, this is probably one of the most horrific times for our species. But it's very crucial that we try to motivate the young folks to seek ultimate truth in whatever direction. I think this will help to save our species. Now, that goes into a lot of different areas, but I find that most of the young people that I've met are very open to this. It's some of the old ones that they have to watch out for. They might wear a suit and tie and talk very intelligently, but not be on that page that I just described. Okay.
Yeah, and they appear to be.
Yeah, they appear to be, and this is very damaging to the young folks. They should be a renegade. They should, in times, keep their back straight and not be afraid.
Right, but they may be set in their ways at this point, at that age. Let's go to hear you play, and then we'll come back and speak more about your philosophy. Okay? Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Mark, that was terrific. One thing I love about your playing is the use of space. It's very musical, but yet you leave all this room. I once heard the best notes played are the notes not played, if you understand what I mean.
I attribute my use of space to a few factors, such as the fact that I played trombone for years, as well as trying to sing. I have studied vocalizations, and it's helped my breathing patterns. Also, the fact that I was always drawn to players that use space, such as B.B. King, Miles Davis, as well as those who don't use as much space, but are saying something musically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know what to say except that it's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's unique. It's very unusual these days when everybody's filling up all the space with notes, I feel.
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. Lack of venues to play at, more competition as a result. The schools have to stay in business, so they tell folks that you must transcribe until the day that you die if you want to work. Mm-hmm. But basically what has happened as a result is a lack of original voices, and I think that really would sum up the problem. There's more technicality but less dedication to one's art. Mm-hmm. Money is often a focus, and I could understand why in this day and age, of course, with the current crisis, whether that was man-made or not, but it's terrible for the young folks not to be able to follow some kind of natural transition, similarly to the historical giants. It's not their fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Earlier you alluded to transcribing. When you say transcribing for the viewers, that means to copy other people's music.
Yes. Well, any artist has to emulate up to a certain point, because one has to acquire the vocabulary to deal within the genre. I know that's nothing profound, but it's true.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after a while, we can converse using our own sentences from the grammar we've acquired. But there's another area,
yeah,
and that's